Please be seated. As Deputy Vice-Chancellor of the University of Hertfordshire, it's my great pleasure to welcome you to this morning's ceremony for the Department of Adult Nursing and Primary Care. May I introduce the platform party to you and welcome on my left Mrs Julie Newland, Pro-Vice-Chancellor for Business and International Development, and on my right Mrs Jackie Kelly, Dean of the School of Health and Social Work. And finally, on my far right, Mrs Sharon Harrison-Barker, Academic Registrar, who carries the University Mace. May I also welcome friends and family, as well as the graduates, to this morning's ceremony. Addressing the graduates directly, I'd like to just say to you, I hope that you're able to relax as you come across the stage to shake my hand. I'd also hope that you're able to savour the moment and enjoy the whole experience this morning, because this moment does not come back. I now call upon Mrs Julie Newland to address the Assembly.
Good morning. May I add a very warm welcome to all our graduates, their family and their friends to this occasion. This morning is a moment to be very proud of yourselves. It's a great achievement. And it won't have come easily. You will have worked very hard for this. You've been supported by friends, families, fantastic academics, but it's tough. And so you should rightly feel proud. But besides feeling proud, I think what this should also give you is some confidence, additional confidence, added confidence. Nobody can take achievement away. Things can change in life, and certainly in the professions that you have chosen to go into, I am sure there will be restructures, changes, politics. You are at the forefront of a sector that changes constantly. But achievement, confidence, ability, what you have to achieve today, it stays with you. And so you use it to go forward, to build upon it, to continually learn, to continually find additional knowledge, and to offer something to our society from those achievements. So be rightly proud, but also take that confidence with you. We are so proud of you. We are very confident of you. We talk at the university of being business-facing. And I think, what does that mean for your education, for the sector that you came from, that you're going to, and that you've studied in? And I think it means that we have given you an excellent academic education. You have now the knowledge and the understanding to go forwards to a tremendously successful career. But what you also have are the abilities to apply that knowledge, to question that knowledge, to be critical as well as supportive, to change, to go forward and invent tomorrow, not just deliver today. And I think that is what an education at the University of Hertfordshire gives you. And I hope that you feel that we have played an important part in getting you to where you are today. So be proud, rightly enjoy today, but also be confident that you have a wonderful career ahead of you. Enjoy. Thank you.
We shall now receive the graduates of the Department of Adult Nursing and Primary Care. Candidates are presented by a senior member of academic staff from their school. Awards, sponsorship and prizes that have been given in the final year of study will be read out prior to the graduate's name. I first call upon Dr. Tricia Scott.
School of Health and Social Work, Doctor of Health Research. Denise Ann Knight has been awarded the degree of Doctor of Health Research in recognition of a programme of work entitled Patients and Their Use of Medicines, a Discourse Analysis of Encounters with Nurse Prescribers. Deputy Vice-Chancellor, Dr. Denise Ann Knight.
Department of Adult Nursing and Primary Care, Master of Science degree in Nursing, Queen Adebola Adeyanju. Beatrice Nasima Dagger. With distinction and winner of a university prize, Charlotte Dowd. Anna Kuna Fields. Belindajit Gill. With distinction, Adam Richard Kennedy. Wadzanai Nayaradzo Mudondo. Normsa Flavia Thodlana. Chigoze Uforma. Matthew Wright. Bachelor of Science degree in Nursing, Oluwaitoyin Adebayojo. Sharon Adeniji. Louis Afrei. Diga Ahmed. Mary Oluwabukola Adenitikomba Ajibukowewe. Nora Apayaya. Sarah Ashamu. Benedicta Asimaya. Shefali Barnett. Charlotte Barth. Indira Bashaya Tiwari. Christine Marie Bautista. Hannah Elizabeth Bigley. Rose Elizabeth Bond. Mary Natalie Joyce Cantero. Angeli Casabuena. Lee Nicole Casey. Monique Alyssa Castello. Olga Cave. Sandra Chamunorwa. Zoe Christodoulou. Christine Ann Cook. With first class honours, Joanna Cook. Sharon Kriach. Sarah Jane Cruz. Helen Mary Cullinan. Joyce Olifunumalayo Dea. Winner of the Elaine Andrews Prize, Courtney Davis. Chloe May Denton. Ruth Emma Dickinson. Chioma Ejiagwu. Jane Axel Perez Enabore. Siobhan Eversley. Enitan Oriomi Fasoto. Bruna Felix. Hannah G. Rebecca May Jason. Madara Goldberger. With first class honours, Maya Greenidge. Julia Gurung. Pratija Gurung. Patima Gurung. Rebecca Gurung. With first class honours, Amy Allison Heavey. Ellie Rose Hogan. Panache Bridget Hondora. Ayan Mohammed Hussein. Ifra Ali Mohammed Idley. Ifioma Okwuchi Iguero. Mary Ann Ehigieto. Hizata Jallo. Headlight Jiri. Renimol Raju John.
With first class honours, Catherine Ann Jordan. Judy Masonda Kabaye. Jennifer Louise Kelly. Charlene Bernadette Kinsella. Clarin Lebanet. Teresa Oluwatoyin Lanian. Abby Sarah Lewis. Latoya Lewis. Monique Marissa Samantha Lindsay. Andrea Luca. Monique Lucusa. With first class honours, Lila Zulika Martin. Chanel Chippo Mason. Jessica Maytier. Marianne Mendoza. Catherine Jane Metcalf. Janet Mkwashi. Patricia Mpofu. Emily Kate Monroe. Lydia Murphy. Atalio Mwamba. Kate Nagel. Ida Sarah Nalubega. Amanda Louise Neblett. Aveen O'Mahony. Tololopi Omatola Victoria Odesami. Samuel Akaforson Ohini Adamako. Josephine Accorley. Helen Oliver. Lisa Apoku. Sinead O'Sullivan. Ernestina Owusu Ansah. Hannah Margaret Pearson. Luke Perrins. Chantal Zara Petch. Sandrine Prescott. Lenuta Christina Price Crew. Benita Ray. Russi Ray. Rosani Rana. Paul Daniel Ray. Shannon Michaela Ray. Shabana Raymond. Jessica Ilona Richardson. Katie Louise Russell. Marlene Sanchez Gonzalez. Olajuwon Azizat Sanusi. Mercy Sarpong. Claire Saunders. Muna Shafiqi Abdirahman Abdullahi. Natasha Schoen. With first class honours, Danielle Slevin. Charlotte Spain. Dawn Spraggs. Maruk Sultana. Kidist Tekla Haymanot. Zodwa Tembo. Ma Mayo Thuzar. Ekanyeri Uhoma Agwina. Christine Giselle Uis. With first class honours, Zoe Walker. Jade Elizabeth Suzette Walsh. With first class honours and winner of a university prize, Kirsty Ward. Madalina Watson. Hannah Warrior. Halimo Musse Yusuf. Diploma of Higher Education in Health Studies, Sharon Marie Brandy.
So for me, as usual, that was fantastic. And I have to say, as a school, as a department, you're the most energetic of the graduation ceremonies so far. And it's great to have a bit of life. For me, as Deputy Vice-Chancellor, it is a great privilege to me to be able to shake each graduate's hand as they come across the stage. I really do regard it as a privilege and something I take great pride in, seeing our graduates come across the stage. However, it's not really me that you want to hear from. So I think it'd be better if we heard from one of the graduates. So I now call upon Layla Martin to address the Assembly on behalf of the graduates. Layla.
Hi everyone, Deputy Vice-Chancellor, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks everybody for being here. It's so nice to see everybody again, all under one roof. I'm here to speak on behalf of my cohort of adult nurses to thank everyone who's here for their contribution for us making it this far. And I've been doing a lot of thinking as to how to properly express our gratitude. And I thought perhaps I'd talk a little bit about what I've learned about what a nurse is to kind of put things into perspective. Everyone on this course applied because they wanted to make a difference to people's lives. Obviously, there's no question about that. And all of us came from different backgrounds with different ideas of what a nurse does. There are many representations and indeed stereotypes about nursing to be found throughout our culture. So coming into the profession from the outside, we may not have all known what we were getting ourselves into. I'm reminded of watching programs like ER when I was a kid and thinking that the life of a nurse was running back and forth between different emergencies and performing CPR and assisting in complicated procedures. And indeed, sometimes we do that. But for me, what I've learned most from my course and from practicing nursing is the value of our work lies in the quiet moments of humanity that we have the privilege to be a part of. If I've made a difference to anyone on my journey, it's been through the little things, through the small moments when I was able to be there for someone in a time of need. Not to say that all the technical knowledge that we've accumulated isn't important. It is, absolutely. But what I'm most grateful for and humbled by are the times when I've been able to sit and hold a person's hand when they're nearing the end of life, or make someone laugh when they're scared and in a new environment, or be able to tell a patient's family that they're improving and they can go home. But I didn't do those things because I'm unusually compassionate or exceptionally brave. I did these things because of all the people in this room. And I know I'm not the only one. I know I'm not the only one who called my mom on the drive home back from a hard day of placement and talked about my day, and she reminded me of why I got into the profession in the first place. And I'm not the only one whose husband sat up late quizzing them on anatomy questions the night before my exam to help me pass. And I know I'm not the only one who went to a lecture panicking and overwhelmed before an IPE or an LPD deadline, thinking that I'd never make it through and never pass. But I was always given encouragement and support and the tools I needed to succeed. And all those acts of support and encouragement, they may have felt small or everyday at the time, but really when it comes down to it, it was those acts that got us here today. Think of what a fantastic gift that is. It's allowed us all to become, as the First Lady of Nursing, Virginia Henderson, put it, the consciousness of the unconscious, the love of life for the suicidal, the leg of the amputee, the eyes of the newly blind, a means of locomotion for the infant, the knowledge and confidence of the young mother, and a voice for those too weak to speak. You've given us the gift of being nurses. So I know now we're all going off to do extraordinary things, and we're each following different paths. So I think it's important to highlight just how valuable what we do is. Regardless of what area of work we go into, or in my case, how completely overwhelmed you feel right now about how much you still have to learn, we still should be incredibly proud of how far we've come and think about the little things that we do to make people's lives better. And also thankful to all the people who've helped us and supported us to get here today. So a final thank you to Ian Campbell, Deputy Vice Chancellor, for receiving the graduates for the School Department of Adult Nursing and Primary Care, and best of luck to everybody.
Layla, you are a credit to your fellow graduates. That was absolutely fantastic. Said with passion and care and real meaning. Thank you very much indeed. What I know is what an incredibly difficult task it is to stand up here and deliver a speech like Layla's just given. And it's made more difficult for me when Layla's just given much of the things that I would have wanted to say. So thanks very much for that. That's great. We are almost at the end of this morning's ceremony. However, before I finish, I would like to say a few words, if you don't mind. Firstly, on behalf of the university, I'd like to take this opportunity once again to congratulate all our graduates. You should be very proud of what you've achieved. Congratulations. Secondly, it is, for me, an absolute pleasure and privilege to briefly meet you on the stage. And thirdly, it always astonishes me at the range of shoes that come across the stage. I often stand in the middle wondering whether somebody is going to make it to the middle to shake my hand. But once again, we seem to have managed to get through another graduation ceremony without any significant injuries. Although I do know that we had lots of nurses and therefore we were in good hands, so that was all right. And actually, I'm just talking about the bloke's shoes as well. I would like to make a few other observations which I hope will be helpful to our graduates moving forward. Of course, you've learnt many skills, you've contributed and given a lot of knowledge over the time that you have been on your course. In addition to that, what we know, whether it's in the National Health Service, in the community, in business, in industry, there's consistently a number of things that employers will tell us. Firstly, they're looking for graduates who work hard and go the extra mile. And I know that applies to all of the people who came across the stage. Secondly, they need and want graduates who are capable of solving problems. And thirdly, but by no means least, they tell us they want people who work well with others. And in particular, the interpersonal skills that you have are vitally important as you move forward. My observation in the School of Health and Social Work is that students and indeed staff are probably the most collegiate and indeed collaborative individuals I have come across, perhaps because of the professions that you're going into. I hope that during your time at the University of Hertfordshire, you have picked up all of those attributes, because I know if you apply the skills, work hard, solve problems, and collaborate with others, you will be successful. The next set of observations are very personal to me. In other words, I found them useful to reflect on as I've gone through my career. Over the years, I've done many research studies around what makes successful sports performers and what makes successful business performers. And there are some common characteristics that apply to both those groups and to other high performers as well. The 4 key characteristics are as follows. The first is self-belief, the belief that you can achieve whatever you want with drive and determination and achieve your goals, whatever they may be. Secondly, motivation. And I'm not talking about external motivation. I'm talking about that motivation that comes from within. Thirdly, focus. Focusing on the right things at the right times without getting distracted. And fourthly, handling pressure and being able to remain calm in all situations. And possibly another thing that goes along with that and with focus is the ability to bounce back from setbacks. Everyone will go through setbacks and challenges within their career, but it's important to keep determined and never give in. I have honestly found personally reflecting on those things on a fairly regular basis has been of importance to me as I've progressed through my academic life. Just before I do finish, I'd like to turn to friends and family. Graduates, what I know, that they're not just here supporting you today, but have been there, as actually Layla said, for all time, when you've been late, possibly getting towards an assignment hand-in date. I know they've been there the whole time. And I'd like you to show your appreciation of friends and family by a round of applause for them. What I do notice is many of the friends and family are clapping themselves, and that's absolutely fine. I'm absolutely relaxed about that. There's one other group, though, who I want to highlight. And Layla mentioned them, and a number of you, as I came across the stage, highlighted their importance to you. And they're the people who are sitting directly behind me. You've preempted me a bit, but we'll carry on anyway. The bottom line is what I know is the individuals behind me have had your life, your experience, right at the heart of everything that they do. They are a highly caring, professional group of people who are outstanding in what they've delivered in terms of your education. I've had the pleasure of working at a number of different institutions, but I have to tell you, the staff within this School of Health and Social Work are outstanding and better than any that I've come across, and I really, truly mean that. So, if 2 rounds of applause aren't enough, I'd now like to put your hands together again for our staff. Thank you very much, staff. Is that enough, or do you want a bit more? Finally, I do hope that all of you, you're now all graduates, so what that means is you become our alumni. What I genuinely hope is that you stay in touch with the University of Hertfordshire. We really genuinely like to hear your stories. We like you to return to where you started out. And we really hope that you've had a fantastic education whilst you've been here. Once again, on behalf of the university, can I congratulate you on your achievement and wish you every success in your future career. That concludes the formal part of proceedings. The celebrations will now continue in our ceremonial marquee, where refreshments will be served. Can I ask you to stand while the academic procession leads the auditorium, and that you can join friends and family as we leave. Thank you.